What if I told you that your favorite samosa may have been borrowed from another culture? Hi, I'm Aditya Menon, and you're watching me on the Lateral Enquirer, your channel for all things that revisit popular narratives. This episode belongs to a multi-part series where I explore the history of Indian foods. In our last episode, we inspected the mysterious origins of South India's favorite breakfast dish, the idli. And in focus on this video is the omnipresent tea time snack found all over India, the samosa. But before I continue, here's a small quiz. Which of the following popular dishes have existed from before the times of the Mughal Empire? Is it aloo gobi sabzi, masala chai, or tomato chili chutney? Stick until the end of the video to find out the answers. Coming back to the samosa, my intrigue for this triangular stuffed snack began many years ago on a visit to the Central Asian country of Kazakhstan. When there one morning before embarking on a road trip, I stopped by at a cafeteria to get some takeaway breakfast, and this is what I got.
No, it's funny because there's a Russian samosa. The Russian samosa.
Not Russian, it's Kazakh.
Oh,
Or
Kazakhstan.
Uzbeki.
But you call it what?
Samsa.
Samsa, okay. Uzbeki samsa.
Samsa. It looked and tasted eerily close to a samosa and even sounded like one. So, for someone who grew up 100% sure knowing the samosa was as Indian as the river Ganga, I spent time learning more about it when I got back to India. But surprisingly, this is what I learnt. You see, before the arrival and colonization of the Indian subcontinent by the Europeans, there already existed an extensive interaction among people of the subcontinent with those from lands far away. It was mostly traders, but we also had our share of refugees, proselytizers, invaders, and conquerors, each of whom brought with them a part of their culture which they left behind, influencing us from that point on. The samosa too seems to have had such a beginning. Food historians believe that the samosa was introduced to us by Central Asian traders in the 13th or 14th century. Samsa is the name by which it was known in that region, and chances are that it looked exactly like the snack you saw me eating in the video. The supposed original dish seems to have been stuffed with meat, probably served as a travel food on long voyages because the snack, the way they made it, was dry and once packed could last many days without getting spoiled. India alone has numerous versions. The most popular variety in the north of India, called the aloo samosa, is stuffed with potatoes. But as you travel across India, the fillings change. Down in the south of India, where I stay, the vegetarian version is usually filled with caramelized onions, but the favorite ones are stuffed with minced meat. That could be anything from chicken to mutton, beef, and sometimes even fish. There is also a Jain version that has stuffings of plantains and peas in keeping with their religious beliefs of avoiding root vegetables like potatoes and onions. World over, the fillings range from beef to pork, or like what you saw me eating in the video, horse meat. It may be surprising to most, but the snack is actually found in almost all parts of the world in forms where it's either fried, baked, boiled, or steamed. I know, you looked at that last image and said, hey, that's a steamed momo. Well, the names have at times changed, like how it's called shingara in Bengali. But it is widely believed that the concept of wrapping savory fillings with a layer of dough and packing it into one single dish all have a common origin. Some of the other names you may know it by are wonton, borek, pierogi, dim sum, empanadas, calzone, fataya, and brikdish. However, the snack as we know it today in India was most probably christened in Persia, where it was called sambusak, and most of the world still calls it by that name or variations of it. What you see on the screen now are some of the most popular versions of the snack that stem from the supposed root word sanbusak. We could technically have a whole episode just listing out different variants, and it would take us hours. So let us end this with an overall picture. The Oxford Companion to Food, written by Alan Davidson, claims the Indian version is merely the best known of an entire family of stuffed pastries or dumplings. So, the samosas are not unique to the Indian subcontinent. There is enough history to make us question the origins. Etymology points us to medieval Persia, and written history points us to Central Asia. Whatever be the origin, samosas are indeed more popular worldwide today because of India and is being constantly reinvented, like it was recently meddled with when a certain president came visiting and went to the Sabarmati ashram. On the menu was a never before heard of broccoli and corn button samosa. Of course, many Indians were upset at the travesty. So, there you have it. It's for you to decide if or not there is merit in the available records. Now, coming back to the quiz. Which of the following popular Indian dishes have existed from before the times of the Mughal empires? Is it the aloo gobi sabzi, the masala chai, or the tomato chili chutney? If you chose none of the options, then you would be right. Not the potato, nor the cauliflower, tomato, chili, or tea are native to India and were introduced to us only after the subcontinent started trading with Europe via the sea route. The history of vegetables in India and lots more in future episodes of the history of Indian foods on the Lateral Enquirer. Hope you enjoyed watching this episode, and if you did, please don't forget to share this video, hit the subscribe button, and click on the bell icon for notifications. Cheers!